What's up, guys? It's Tyler. Tonight we're going to be doing a little review on some CBD watermelon gummies. This is by Core Organics. It's going to be fire. Going to be talking about a little Zen with my dog Ian over here. Come say what's up, homie.
What's up, folks? Ian Tracy here, checking in. My brother Tyler Hagman. We're about to deliver an experience for you guys and give you our best insight.
Got a little bonus too. We got some Kava gummies right here. If you've ever had Kava, it's awesome stuff. So we're gonna take a couple of each and see how we're feeling, yeah. All right.
Word.
Pull up. All right, dog. So how you doing tonight, Ian?
Good, brother. Good, man. Definitely good. I'm excited to test this new experience.
Yeah, CBD gummies. Now, I've taken CBD before. It's awesome stuff. It helps a lot with my back pain, sleep, a lot of stuff like that. Hold these for a second, man. Gonna adjust the camera a little bit.
There it is.
There it is. All right. Hell yeah. Kava gummies. Kava is like almost an anti-anxiety. It really relaxes you, chills you out. So we're gonna be doing a little combination tonight and let you guys know how we're feeling.
So where exactly does Kava come from?
It comes from the Solomon Islands, over in the Pacific. Fun fact about Kava: it can only grow where there's volcanic soil, which is pretty crazy. So. Yeah, actually the only U.S. state that it could grow in is Hawaii because of the tropical climate and the volcanic soil. So let's bust these Core Organics open. Shout out to Core Organics. They're a company right here out of St. Petersburg. That's where I'm from, the 727.
Yes, sir.
So it's 105 milligrams for the pack. So we're going to go ahead and try these. Here, take a couple of them, man.
Eat one or two?
Two of them, man. We're gonna see what's up, how we're really feeling from this.
Cool. All right, eating two CBD gummies,
and it's a great combination because not only is it just CBD, but it's also got N-acetyl 5-methoxytryptamine in it, which in simple terms is melatonin.
Wow.
Helps you sleep.
And might I add, it tastes really good.
Yeah, right off the bat, I'm noticing the taste. You wouldn't even really be able to tell the difference of the taste of this and regular gummies.
It tastes like a normal gummy you buy out of the package, like one of them Trolley gummies.
Yeah, just like it, man.
What it tastes like.
Show these guys what it's looking like right here. Awesome stuff. And this is pure cannabidol. So there's no THC in it or anything like that. It's straight from isolate. Cool. So yeah. By the end of the video, we'll let you guys know how we're feeling. I have a little bit of mild back pain, so you know, I've been using CBD to really help with that lately. It's an awesome thing, and I think it's the way of the future. And here's the Kava gummies. Let's go ahead and take one of them too.
Cool. Yeah, so I noticed from my past experiences with the CBD gummies, for whatever reason, anytime I've taken them, I sleep really well.
Oh yeah.
I get really good sleep from them, and it does have a calming effect on my overall behavior and mindset. So it like really makes me feel good.
Yeah.
You know?
Right off the bat with these Kava gummies, noticing like a tingling mouth feeling.
Wow.
It's pretty cool actually. Like,
right away.
Nice and cool. Tingles your mouth.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Absolutely. Kava's great. Like I said, it's awesome for anxiety. It's great for relaxation.
Not bad either.
Yeah, so I figured pair it up with the CBD and see how we're feeling. So I was thinking we'll talk a little Zen tonight, man. You know, get your thoughts on a passage here. Let me grab my book off the shelf right here. Learned a lot from this book. It's a wonderful, amazing book. It's called the Tao Te Ching, and it's great, man. There's a lot of life lessons in it. So, yeah, gonna find a passage out of here to read to the viewers. This one is a great one. I love this one right here. A man of the highest virtue does not keep to virtue, and that is why he has virtue.
Ooh.
A man of the lowest virtue never strays from virtue, and that is why he is without virtue. The former never acts, yet leaves nothing undone. The latter acts, but things are left undone. A man of the highest benevolent acts, but from no ulterior motives. Yeah, so that's just like a little paragraph out of there. Definitely thought-provoking, makes you think a lot. So, Ian, give me your thoughts on that, man. You know, while we're sitting here waiting for these gummies to kick in, my dude.
Well, will you grab it again?
Yeah.
So you can, like, let's dissect what he said right there.
Absolutely.
In those writings. The very first part is probably my favorite part of that whole passage, because it speaks to me and you.
Yeah.
It's like, in a lot of areas in life, I don't believe that you have to try to be something, and you should never try to be something that you're not. You know, it's just about being that.
Exactly.
You know, it's not about trying to be something, just be something. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people's intentions get in the way of what they truly want and being themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of goes hand in hand with that idea that when you try so hard to get something, you're not going to get it. But the minute you stop trying to get it, it's going to come to you. And I don't think it's necessarily saying be lazy, like don't work hard for what you want, but you know, don't pressure yourself to get it, you know? Whenever a dancer dances or an actor acts, you know, you can immediately tell when the performance is forced. You know, it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't ring true. I heard that from Alan Watts, great guy, genius. You know, he studied a lot of Eastern culture and is also thought of as the Western father of Zen. So
okay, wow. Yeah, so we say the word Zen, and I love it. This is a good friend of mine here, Tyler, and Zen is something that we both would love to be a part of. I'm not going to say something we strive for, because we realize we could put in all the effort in the world and never reach Zen, just because it's clouded by the things we're putting our effort towards.
Right. Like,
you know,
I've heard when a student went to talk to a Zen master, he said, what can you teach me? And the Zen master said, nothing. And I understand that in the sense that really you don't know anything for sure, number one. And number two, it's not as much of a teaching, but as like someone, as more of somebody just learning to observe and see what's going on around them. Because really, ultimately, at the end of the day, you can't force like anything. You can't teach anything through force. It has to come to them itself, you know, and that just goes hand in hand with what we're saying here.
Right. When something is forced, it becomes unnatural. You know, like the natural way of things, or like rhythm, or the flow, a lot of different things come naturally, and they just are.
Yeah, and you said a key word there, Ian, flow. That's like, you know, that mind state that you get into when you're playing a sport. When you're gaming out and you're just in the zone, and all of a sudden, focus, and you look up and, you know, an hour's gone by on the clock, and you're like, wow, you didn't have a perception of time while you were doing that. You weren't thinking about your next move. It's just natural reaction. Now that's flow. And getting close to that, it calms the mind and is basically allowing for lessons and things to just come to you naturally.
Right. That type of flow that he's talking about, to me, is like time passes, and before you know it, you look at the clock, and all of a sudden you say, man, all the pressures of the material world and the stresses and the urgency that time has created was non-existent for the past however long it was that you had that flow going. So it's like none of the material world or pressures or stressors or any of these things have an impact on your outlook for that, you know, short period of time where you're in your flow mode.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And getting into that is almost like a meditation, you know. I know when I get into that, you know, it could really be doing anything. I could be reading, you know, I could be playing video games,
Guitar.
or yeah,
Playing the guitar.
instruments. That's music is a great way to access that that groundedness, that feeling of flow. You know, music calms the beast. No, I know it sure calms me down, man.
Listen, when I would drive, like sometimes a hobby of mine would be freestyling or, you know, rhyming verses.
Yeah.
Creating music, you know.
Definitely.
And when I'd be driving, I would just have supreme focus. I would almost be zoned out, you know, completely focused on the road, but daydreaming, so to speak.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I could rhyme and flow, and my rhythm and my
Flow
words.
while you're flowing.
It's unbelievable to say, but it's very true. Like, you're focused, locked in on the road, but your whole brain is somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it's like you're at an elite place there. It's like you have enhanced senses.
Yeah. Your
You know?
senses are fully awake, and it's like you're not thinking about the past, you're not thinking about the future, but you're just in the present, and you're not even
Truly,
focused on being in the present. You just are, and that's, you know, that's Zen right there. You know, absolutely.
Boom, you delivered, brother. You just broke it down perfectly with that last part you said right there.
Yeah.
He broke it down perfect.
Let's do a little check-in right now, because I'm starting to feel pretty relaxed, man. I don't know about you, but that's a great combination. The Kava gummies, I think that's what's hitting right now. Starting to feel that first. A little bit of relaxation, you know, a little bit of calmness is set in. Had a long day today.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's really nice. You know, let's go ahead and take another one of these, man. You know, see what the effects are from doubling this up.
Well, and what I'll say is that, you know, right away, and because we mixed the combination, I can't pinpoint where it's coming from, but I feel a sense of relief on my face and my forehead. Like the muscles in my face, like all the tiny little muscles that make you smile or frown or stress or squint, all of that, I just feel super relaxed right now. Like a weird pressure that I normally feel on my nasal or in my forehead, that weird pressure seems to be gone right now. I don't have any feeling right there for some, like.
I totally see what you're talking about. Like you said about face muscles being relaxed, it kind of feels like, you know, the shoulders dropped. I'm breathing better. You know, I'm just thinking clearer.
Relief.
Relief, exactly. More of a relaxed state. And I gotta say, I think that those Kava gummies are definitely helping with a little bit of my back pain. I deal with that on a daily basis, and you know, we're both sober. We don't use any kind of narcotics. We don't drink anything like that. It's all about the organics for us, all natural. So you know, we're looking for natural ways to enhance and deal with, you know, physical problems, mental problems, anything like that. And that's basically what this channel is going to be all about, is just, you know, talking about natural solutions to life's problems. Something that's, you know, you're not going to feel bad from. Your body's not going to ache the next day. You're not going to be dealing with the hangover. These kind of positive things, because they're out there. And I believe personally that you can achieve, you know, true happiness and true good feeling with only yourself. And you know, and a way to also ease that is, you know, with natural substances that, you know, don't impair you, which is awesome. That's what
they don't impair you, but they sort of empower, enhance.
Absolutely, great.
The thing about it is, like, when you're on substances and you get off of substances and you're going through recovery and sobriety, there's an assortment of issues that you will face as far as your health goes in all phases of life. Mentally, physically, emotionally, you're gonna feel outside issues that didn't impact you so much when you were in your addiction. So now that we're sober today and we have this clarity, all of a sudden, you know, these health issues that we deal with, it says, you know, if I go back to using illicit substances, I could compromise my recovery. I could put myself in a place that is less than desirable.
Yeah.
I could bring down my whole existence just by going back to these illicit substances. So what Tyler's bringing to the table right now is an assortment of different natural, I don't even like to call them substances.
Yeah.
He's bringing natural healing medications, let's call them, to the table that
extremely healing,
that are not just enhancing our ability to live and be happy and further us in our progress in life, but it's creating a sense of contentment. We feel satisfied taking them.
Absolutely.
We don't have the cravings or desires to go outside
these
of these
things are non-habit forming, something that you can go out. You're dealing with a little bit of back pain from a long day of work. You're feeling a little anxious because you got a big day and a meeting tomorrow. You know what? Well, you can kick back and relax with these natural things. These they have healing powers. So that's something I'm really into, and the way I look at it, I've just begun this journey. We do have definitely some clean time under our belts, but as far as exploring natural alternatives and things to help us along the way, it's an awesome feeling. I don't know about you, but being sober, I've accomplished so much more than I ever set out to do. It's like, before in my life, I would always think, one day I'm going to do something great. One day I'm going to be something. And, I never had a roadmap, a plan, a blueprint of how to get there. Whereas now, I'm on my path. I know what I'm doing. I already have been, saving money, making my family proud, and most importantly, making myself proud. I feel good about myself. I wake up every day and, just think how blessed I am to be here, and how blessed I am to have great friends like Ian, good family members, What do you think about that, man?
What a blessing this dude is right here, to where he's brought this to the table. He brought these natural solutions into my life, and it's prompted me to go dive in and dig a little deeper and do some research for myself.
Yeah.
I want to find out all the beneficial properties that these natural solutions are giving to me, because I tell you what, just shortly after eating those couple gummies that we ate, there's definitely an effect, and it's a good one.
Just thinking that, I'm like feeling now, definitely those CBD gummies have kicked in. I'm feeling really, really relaxed, almost like that feeling behind the eyes where your eyes just kind of close up a little and you're like breathing deeper.
I was just
breathing
gonna say,
in your belly.
my breathing feels better right now.
Absolutely,
Like,
man. I
air,
feel giggly, a little bit positive.
We're inside a house in Florida in September. I'm sure it's muggy outside.
Yeah, it always
and
is.
For some reason, the air just feels really thin.
Yeah, you can feel that cool air on your skin. I'm
awesome.
definitely, as of right now, I'm rating this product an 8 out of 10 because I see a solid effect right now. I could lay down and close my eyes, and I guarantee you, I drift right off. So
yeah, if he gives it an 8, I mean, I'm definitely right there with you, and probably is gonna say that it could get to a 10.
Yeah,
it could get better because we just took it a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, right.
So as time moves along, I think it could only probably progress with time. So because we just ate them.
And what I've noticed about CBD, correct me if I'm wrong about what you think, but I've noticed it's kind of a long lasting effect. When I take it at night, it usually lasts for quite a while until I wake up the next morning, I would have to say. And I think that also has to do with the gummies. Ingesting it edibly is definitely a benefit where it hits you after a little bit more time, but the effects are definitely prolonged as your body's metabolizing it.
Absolutely. What I feel right now is not an intoxicating feeling.
Not at all.
I feel a really good, empowered, natural feeling that it's just more of a body goodness, and overall like you were saying earlier, man, it gives me a zen feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm feeling that, man.
The
Most
mix
definitely.
of the two, I just feel locked in. I have clarity. I'm focused, If I had a task at hand, I would knock it out, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just how I feel.
It's one of those feelings like, I could definitely focus in on something. I can get things done. But yeah, it's not going to impair me. But at the same time, I'm feeling extremely relaxed, And I feel like this is great things to use in combination with like meditation. I know I could sit here and meditate right now, absolutely.
Yeah, and the relief we were talking about, it's alleviated any of my back pains that I go through.
Yeah.
I currently have a hernia right now, and it's kind of lightened the load. There's always pressure on my lower abdomen and my scrotum, a lot of pressure all the time from my hernia. So right now, that's kind of alleviated. Like, I'm not really thinking about it right now. Where when you deal with a physical ailment, it hinders you all day long, subconsciously or not, whether you know it or not. If you have a toe injury, whatever, that nagging injury is constantly flashing in your brain.
So the nerves are sending signals to the brain.
It might be a nanosecond, but it's flashing to your brain.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just not feeling any of that.
Yeah.
I'm completely alleviated.
And that's like a great state to be in for meditation,
Absolutely.
I like to, at the end of the day, take a couple CBD gummies. I'll read out of that book, Tao Te Ching, and just sit there and sometimes meditate on the passages. It's great, For me, it's really changed my life using organic, natural solutions in combination with eating healthy, exercising, and meditation. It all pretty much goes hand in hand. And when you're treating your body right and putting into it what you want to get out, you're gonna see positive results. I mean, I've noticed differences in just a week's time, from eating healthy, exercising, and it boosts my mood level. I've noticed my energy level is way up, living like that back when I used to, drink and use narcotics. It's like I'd be sapped of energy the next day. We're out here just trying to live our best life, sober, clean, head on right. I mean, we've done more in our lives in the past, few months than we've gotten done in years, it seems like, And that's another thing I want to touch on, positivity and positive vibes. I feel like the more positive you are, no matter your situation, the more positive external things are going to come into your life. If you've got that positivity internally, it's gonna reflect with what happens on the external and what happens on the outside.
Right. The outward energy starts inward.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
This right now, I feel in a state of oneness right now. Like, my pain is alleviated. I have some clarity. I'm focused. I feel good, and it's a natural good feeling. It doesn't have the cloudiness that comes with narcotics.
Yeah.
That euphoric feeling of oneness that's clouded a little bit. I don't feel that from this. I feel like this is naturally. I feel like it's healthy. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of beneficial properties that come along with things like CBD.
Yeah.
Things like Kava. I mean, I don't see any way where this could do harm.
No.
You said it's non-addictive.
Right, yeah. It's non-habit forming,
Okay.
and it's non-intoxicating.
All right.
And I mean, anything in moderation, like especially this, it's going to do you right. I think it's big, up and coming. They say by 2024, CBD industry is going to be a $20 billion industry. Which, it shows that people are using this. It's working. It's gaining traction. So, that's what we're going to be doing here is like reviewing these different products, whether it be CBD, whether it be Kava. I've heard about Kratom. I'd like to try some of that. There's a lot of things out there. Probiotics. I've been researching probiotics a lot and taking those. They make a huge difference with gut health. Hemp shots, all this stuff are tools you can use to enhance your life in a positive way without dealing with negative consequences.
There's that word again,
positive. That's it. Yeah.
In a positive way.
Yeah.
And he was just talking about positive, and as he was saying all this stuff about him, I'm thinking to myself, man, how positive is this? This is new information for me.
Yeah.
That I told you earlier. It's prompted me to do more research because the way I feel right now, being an ex-heroin addict, I don't see myself having any urges or cravings when I feel like this.
That's awesome.
I really like the way that I feel from this. So for someone like myself, this is helping me right now, and I really like the way that I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, only 5-10 minutes into our experience with these gummies, and it takes a long time when you digest something for it to hit you.
So for it to be having these effects already, that's amazing. You know, you could just see the benefit here. Things like this are things that we're going to be focusing on. You know, we're going to talk a little bit of Zen every week. We're going to talk about a little bit of the products that we're doing. Like I said, we're going to have a little list up of things to try. So whatever you guys think, you know, if you'd like to see us review something, try something, just drop it in the comments below. And we'll be back soon. I